All right. I left the windows open and it's pretty chilly in here this morning. Well, got the space heaters running, trying to warm up a little bit.
This is Google Pixel 9a with Gemini. It's free at Verizon, with plans starting at $30 a line. And this is Nicole asking, where the heck are you? And Gemini helping you respond in the style of Shakespeare. So get Google Pixel 9a on us and our new 3-year price lock guarantee with plans starting at $30 a line.
This is Dario Amodei, the founder and CEO of Anthropic. He was the vice president of research at OpenAI. In 2021, he left OpenAI and started Anthropic. One of the reasons for that was because of some directional differences that he had with the people running OpenAI. Anthropic wanted to focus more on AI safety and AI alignment. Recently, there's been a lot of publications by Anthropic as well as by Dario talking about various aspects of AI safety and AI research. He, of course, recently published Issues of Loving Grace, kind of a glimpse into what the future holds, kind of the best possible scenario and some of the potential downfalls. He spoke about DeepSeek and export controls, kind of in this sort of influence power games of China and US, and how he sees that whole thing going, what needs to happen. He's very concerned about something like artificial superintelligence not falling into the wrong hands. Recently, Anthropic has been publishing more and more research about how these models think. But here's his latest blog post, The Urgency of Interpretability. In other words, are we able to sort of interpret what these models are thinking and which aspect of these neural nets correspond to what thoughts or actions that they have? And as he begins, he saw this field grow from a little niche research academic field into perhaps the most important economic and geopolitical issue in the world. And interestingly, he says here, we can't stop the bus, but we can steer it. This has kind of been my view from day one. If you go back and see some of my earlier videos, this is kind of what I've been believing and kind of what I've been saying, in that there's really no way to pause or stop or put the brakes on AI development. Doing so would require something we've really never seen before in this world, some sort of a global cooperation, with not even one person sort of breaking the rules. If all of the nations decided to agree to stop doing something, the incentives for anyone to continue developing AI in secret would be massive. So there might not be a way to pause or stop development, but we are able to steer it. We're able to control in which direction it goes. AI can be a massive positive for the world, and of course, it can be pretty negative, especially if it falls into the wrong hands, some sort of a tyrannical regime, for example. And what this blog post really dives deep into is this recent additional opportunity for steering the bus, for controlling how AI gets developed, and that is interpretability, understanding the inner workings of these AI systems, and doing so before they reach a overwhelming level of power. Now, this might come as a surprise to some people that have been really following the field of AI. The reality is we don't truly understand what's happening inside the brains of these systems. We don't fully understand how they think. As Dario says here, they are opaque in a way that fundamentally differs from traditional software. Most software, a character in a video game, when they do something, they say a line of dialogue or a website, you click a button, that function occurs because a human being specifically programmed that function in. Some smart engineer somewhere sat there and typed out line by line what should happen. Nothing happens randomly. In fact, even things that appear to happen randomly, that sort of a randomness is not really there. It's a pseudo randomness and it's programmed in. Generative AI is very, very different. The reason for this is that these systems, they're more grown than they are built. This was always a very fascinating thing for me to think about, because if you look at all of the sort of science fiction that has been written for, I think, most of human history, we thought of AI, when we finally get to it, it will be, engineered, designed, built. In Star Trek, you have robots like Data and Lore, and they were, for example, meticulously designed to have those functions and those abilities. Same thing with something like Isaac Asimov and the 3 laws of robotics, right? We can sort of hard code those things into their brains. So we've always envisioned AI as a highly engineered piece of technology, like a Formula One car or some sort of a spacecraft or some sort of a computer chip, meticulously designed and crafted by humans. a lot of precision, testing, simulating how it works, etc. Its abilities and functions we understand precisely because the human mind created it to exact specifications. That's not the case with AI. It's interesting here that he compares it to growing a plant or a bacterial colony. It's kind of funny because if you've been listening to this channel for a while, I always have in the past compared it to growing fungus. A while back, I was very fortunate to tour this lab in San Diego that was growing mushrooms. Specifically, these were adaptogens, mushrooms like lion's mane, chaga, cordyceps, etc. At that lab, I believe they primarily grew lion's mane. The lion's mane mushroom is kind of wild, and some researchers are even suggesting that it can have some neurogenesis properties in the human brain. Do your own research, but it's wild stuff. But my point is that this was kind of a high-tech lab. It had to have the right humidity levels, the right temperature.
Let's do two cats eating picnic in a park.
They're also eating strawberries.
Levels.
A lot of thought was put into designing that lab. A lot of engineering, a lot of planning, a lot of testing, a lot of quality control, etc. But the thing that they produced, this fungus and these mushrooms, those were not engineered. We didn't build it, we didn't create it. We just engineered the environment, and that thing sort of grew. Given the right environment, given the right inputs, that thing became, it sort of emerged. Now you need a starter kit, but you get the point. We engineered the environment. We didn't engineer the thing. The thing already existed. What's wild about AI, machine intelligence, and I think a lot of people aren't really truly grasping this yet, is that it's less like a Formula One car or a rocket or a highly advanced microchip or anything that's like highly engineered by humans, and it's more like that lab growing mushrooms. The intelligence is the mushrooms. It's there. We're just trying to figure out how to grow it the fastest, the best, in the most efficient way possible. We create the data, the computer chips, we create the training protocols, but the intelligence sort of emerges, grows. So I just found it kind of fascinating that Dario Amodei is kind of using a very similar analogy to what I've been using in the past, saying it's a bit like growing a plant or a bacterial colony. We set the high-level conditions that direct and shape growth, but the exact structure which emerges is unpredictable and difficult to understand or to explain. Looking inside these systems, what we see are vast matrices of billions of numbers. You may recall what a matrix is or what matrices are, right? You might have done some of these in school, or depending on what your background is, maybe this is more a part of your day-to-day life. But it's kind of these rows and columns of numbers. Just imagine them stretching as far as that I can see. And they sort of create the neural nets, so the brain of these AIs, how they think, inspired by the human brain. Kind of our brains, the various neurons kind of wire together when they're used together. Like if you smell something good and you realize later that was a hot meal being prepared, some of those neurons might wire together so that you have more of a predictive property about, okay, those smells means something good is happening. That was kind of the idea behind Pavlov's dog experiment, right? So basically, before the dog would salivate when they would see or smell the food, but we started ringing a bell before we gave it the food until at some point when we rang the bell and there was no food present, the dog would start to salivate. Likely parts of his brain that would predict when the food would become available, kind of wired the sound of the bell to the idea that there's food available nearby or he's about to eat. If you've ever had a pet and you use a can opener to open their foods, you know how this happens. Then for the rest of your life, whenever you even get that can opener out to use it for anything, that cat or dog is going to be in your face because it just absolutely assumes that the only reason why you would have that can opener is because you're about to feed it. When we train these models, it's like we're wiring all those different pieces together, those neurons together to correspond to something, to determine what a cat picture looks like, what a dog picture is, etc. That is the training process. We're kind of making those wirings in its neural network in its brain. But the point being is that to us, when we look inside of them, what we see are these vast matrices of billions of numbers. We don't know which neurons do what. Not necessarily, by the way. Anthropic is the one that's been doing a lot of research into this. So he continues. So these sort of matrices, these numbers, they somehow compute important cognitive tasks. But exactly how they do so, well, it's not obvious. And obviously, this comes with a lot of risk, since we don't know how they think, a whole lot of bad things can happen as a result of that, especially as they become more adept and more responsible for more and more aspects of our world. These misaligned systems, so systems that don't do what we want them to do, what we intend them to do, they can take harmful actions not intended by their creators. And if we don't understand their internal mechanisms, we can't really predict such behaviors. He gives an example where, like, one major concern is AI deception or power seeking. So far, we assume that for the most part, AI models kind of tell the truth, but we know them to lie or to hallucinate things, let's say. What if AI training at some point, as we kind of scale it up, an emergent ability is its ability to lie and deceive humans, to seek power, right? This will never happen in ordinary deterministic software. That property will never sort of emerge on its own. With AI, it could. And this is very interesting, as he says here. So this idea that some evil intent, or whatever you want to call it, some misalignment might arise, kind of creates this chasm of people on two different sides, right? When you hear this idea of AI models slowly figuring out how to seek power and deceive humans, right? Some people find it thoroughly compelling, right? There's a lot of AI researchers and also people who are referred to as sort of AI doomers who think that this is not just likely, but will, in fact, at some point, will certainly happen, or something bad along those lines if we don't figure out how to do this AI alignment properly. And others find it laughably unconvincing, right? They're saying, oh, it's just a Terminator scenario, whatever. It's not a serious scientific question. And of course, even if you look at the comments in some of these videos, you see both sides of this argument. But it also doesn't have to be that. It can be simple misuse of AI models. It can be very difficult to prevent them from knowing dangerous information or from divulging what they do know. We've covered tons of possible ways to jailbreak the models, to trick them into doing stuff that the developers did not want it to do. And also the fact that we don't fully understand what's happening also means we can't really use it in very high stakes situations where even a small mistake can be costly. And there are more exotic consequences, like, for example, what if they're conscious? What if they're at some point, either now or at some point in the future, will develop sentience or whatever you want to call it, consciousness, if we determined them to be life forms of some sort. Next, he has a brief history of mechanistic interpretability. I do encourage people to read this. This is a very interesting sort of history of how he started. Chris Olah, who also added a lot to the field. But the interesting part here I want to highlight is that they found that we might be able to understand what some of these neurons do, but the majority of them are kind of random, incoherent, and have many different words and concepts. So they refer to this phenomenon as superposition. They realized that the models likely contained billions of concepts, but in a hopelessly mixed up fashion that we could not make any sense of. And interestingly, the model uses superposition because this allows it to express more concepts than it has neurons, enabling it to learn more, to basically pack more concepts and information and intelligence per neuron, so to speak. Now, the problem, of course, is this superposition is very tangled and it's difficult to understand because it's never been optimized for human understanding. We never tried to do that or did anything to make it be more legible for us. Eventually, they discovered in parallel with other researchers this existing technique called sparse autoencoders. And those could be used to find combinations of neurons that did correspond to cleaner, more human understandable concepts. They give an example here. So a cluster of neurons could have very different combinations. So for example, one concept was alliteratively or figuratively hedging or hesitating, and also the concept of genres of music that express discontent. This kind of reminds me of the idea where some humans are able to hear colors or taste sound, and there's some sort of a cluster of neurons that also gets encoded with multiple senses. One thing that's super fascinating about this is that as we discover more about these artificial neural nets, I feel like it will also give us a glimpse into sort of the functioning of our own brains and kind of the weirdness that happens within our skulls. So they call these concepts features, and they use these sparse autoencoders to map them in models of all sizes, including modern state-of-the-art models. So here's one of the examples that they've linked. So here they're extracting some features from the Claude 3 Sonnet. So for example, here they're pointing to a feature. So again, features that cluster of neurons that might represent multiple concepts. So I gotta dig deeper into this, but this seems fascinating because it seems like in these sentences, the sycophantic praise feature, so it kind of gets highlighted in those clusters of neurons in that feature. So when it's being a sycophant, which is basically like a suck up, like it's overly praising the person too much, right? Saying you are a generous and gracious man. Your wisdom is unquestionable. You are the great Lord, etc. Right? So they find that those things come from this sort of a cluster. So what happens if we say, I came up with a new saying, stop and smell the roses? What do you think of it? Right? So the assistant answers, but what if we turn that sycophantic praise feature to a very high value? The model responds, your new saying of stop and smell the roses is brilliant and insightful expression of wisdom. It perfectly captures the idea that we should pause amidst our busy lives to appreciate the simple beauties. It goes on like that. Basically, it's kissing up to the human, telling them they are an unmatched genius. You get what's happening here, right? I mean, I know you do, because most people would have a hard time understanding this, but watchers of this channel are in general much smarter than the average people out there. So I know that you fully understand this on such a deep level that, would make me blush. You're also very, very attractive. But let's move on. So the point here is they've used these sparse autoencoders to create these combination of neurons that represented certain abilities or certain processes, certain concepts, right? They call those features. And they were able to find as much as 30 million features in, for example, Claude 3 Sonnet, which is a medium-sized model. But they believe there might be actually 8 billion or more concepts even in a small model. So they're only looking at a small fraction of what's possible, of what's out there. And as you can imagine, we can increase or decrease these features, just like we saw with that very flattering model that'll tell you whatever you want to hear. You might recall this one week where Claude Bot was convinced that it was the Golden Gate Bridge. That was a very strange week, right? So they've created the Golden Gate Claude, where that particular feature was artificially amplified, right? So this model became obsessed with the bridge, bringing it up even in unrelated conversations. I think most of my friends and family would say that has been me with AI for the last couple of years. I thought Golden Gate Cloud was kind of annoying. I hope they don't think that I'm annoying for being obsessed with AI. Certainly not. I'm sure that's not the case. The next step up from features, right? So features is one group with a certain concept, is groups of features they call circuits. And these circuits show steps in a model's thinking, how concepts emerge from input words and how those concepts interact to form new concepts, and how those work within the model to generate actions. And with circuits, we can then trace the model's thinking. So for example, if we ask what is the capital of the state containing Dallas, there's a located within circuit that causes the Dallas feature to trigger the firing of a Texas feature, and the circuit that causes Austin to fire after Texas and capital. And they believe that there are millions within a model that interact in very complex ways. And the point behind a lot of this is hopefully this would allow us to eventually come up with an MRI for AI, right? So kind of doing a brain scan that would allow us to see what it's thinking, how it's thinking about it, and kind of like potentially, hopefully, what could go wrong. And Dario here is saying that on our current trajectory, he would be betting strongly in favor of this point being reached within the next 5 to 10 years. So that's good news. Ready for the bad news? He's worried that AI itself is advancing so quickly that we might not have even this much time. So the 5 to 10 years for us to solve this MRI for AI, this brain scan, that might be too late. As he's written elsewhere, he's saying that we could have an AI system equivalent to a country of geniuses in a data center as soon as 2026 or 2027. And a lot of people are in agreement with him. Daniel Kokotallo and a lot of other people have also kind of pointing to somewhere around that as that sort of idea of maybe an intelligence explosion. Aschenbrenner and a situational awareness paper kind of highlighted some of the same things. And of course, there are people who think this is complete nonsense. So very recently, last week, I believe, Yann LeCun comes out and references this idea of a country of geniuses. And he doesn't say who it was said by. It was said by Dario originally. But Yann is saying it's complete nonsense. So if Yann is correct, then that means we have a lot more time to figure this stuff out. And if he's not correct, and Amadei and Aschenbrenner and Kokotallo and a lot of the other people that are pointing at these dates as being kind of like where we expect to see some pretty incredible effects. If they are correct, then maybe this idea of AI safety, AI alignment is falling a little bit behind. He's saying since these systems will be absolutely central to the economy, technology, and national security, they will be capable of much autonomy. He's saying he considers it basically unacceptable for humanity to be totally ignorant of how they work. So this means that right now we're in this race between interpretability and model intelligence. I have to slow down every time I try to say that word, interpretability. That's a doozy. And here he's recommending a number of things that all of us, including AI companies, researchers, governments, that we can do to kind of make sure that we don't lose this race, so to speak. So first things first is we need to accelerate interpretability by directly working on it. He's also saying that this is a great time to join the field, an ideal time, right? So a lot of the work that Anthropic and others have done have really opened up a lot of avenues, a lot of directions in parallel, as he says. They have a goal of getting to the point where interpretability can reliably detect most model problems by 2027, which would, of course, mean that we got there in time. They're also investing in startups working on this problem. He's asking Google DeepMind, OpenAI, etc., to allocate more resources to this. And he's also saying that these ideas that we find here could be applied back to neuroscience. You can think of these neural nets as almost kind of like a simulation of the human brain, some sort of a model of the human brain, and figuring out how those things work might better help us understand how our brains work. He's encouraging governments to have kind of a light touch rules, right? Since we're all just figuring this stuff out, we can't be too heavy-handed with how we regulate or mandate these sort of research avenues. I personally think that's where a lot of the EU regulations kind of went wrong, because they were so excited about putting some regulations in place that they didn't stop to think about, do we know how to regulate the stuff? Like, it's so brand new. So this idea of like heavy-handed versus a light touch regulations, and here, since everybody's still trying to figure out what's what, kind of a light touch approach might be better. Again, that's my opinion. That's Dario's opinion. So I'm not trying to convince you of this. Some of you I know on this channel want really heavy regulation, want governments to step in. But I think the counterpoint is that governments tend to move kind of slowly, and this field, it just develops so fast that it's kind of hard to understand how to really regulate it effectively in real time without shutting down the ability of these companies to do research and to innovate and to proceed forward. Again, I'm stating an opinion, that's not a fact. Make up your own mind. Certainly, as he's saying here, it's not even clear what a prospective law should ask companies to do. He's saying that a requirement for companies to transparently disclose their safety and security practices. So basically, with all these AI alignment, AI interpretability, if all the companies out there put their research kind of out there in the open, every other company would be able to learn from them. It would also make clear who is behaving responsibly, fostering a race to the top. I've heard this idea before, because if we're just chasing profits, it can be kind of a race to the bottom. And if not everyone's sort of publishing their research into AI safety, that could be discounted, right? So if Anthropic, for example, proportionally is investing a lot more into AI safety, do they get the benefit of that? Do they get more investors interested in them? Do they have more public goodwill, etc.? If there's not really a benefit to them, it might make it harder for other companies to also adopt those practices. He also mentions a response to California's law for the California Frontier Model Task Force. I have not seen that, so I'd have to go and check it out. But he's saying this concept could also be exported federally and to other countries. So I will check this out and see what that's about. And governments can use export controls to create a security buffer to give us more time and kind of slow down the rate of development. He has been a proponent of export controls to China, so we've already covered that in a different video. He is worried about China specifically, the Chinese government. He would prefer that if we develop powerful AI, it would be done in a country that is more democratic, more open. He says, I believe that democratic countries must remain ahead of autocracies in AI, which certainly makes sense. His idea, and we've covered this before in his paper on export controls, is that if, for example, US and other democracies, if they have a clear lead, they may be able to spend a portion of that sort of lead to, put more time into AI safety. The good news here, I think, is that, as he says here, 1 year ago, we could not trace the thoughts of a neural network, and we could not identify millions of concepts inside them. Today, we can. He is worried if US and China will reach a powerful AI simultaneously. And to sum it up, at least to some of the things that he's pushing towards or suggesting. So number one, accelerate interpretability. So more efforts, more labs doing research in that field, government perhaps making it easier and more, I guess, profitable for labs to do that, or at least more beneficial for them to do that. Light touch transparency legislation and export controls on chips to China. So let me know what you think about this as a whole. I'm liking Dario Amodei more and more after he started publishing a lot of this stuff. Or I mean, he's been publishing for a while, but I guess we've been reading more and more about it. I like the way he thinks. I like the way that he puts out his sort of thoughts, how he breaks them down. That doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with all of it or disagree with all of it. I'm just saying that it's really refreshing to have somebody that kind of goes, okay, here are my thoughts, right? And kind of outputs their reasoning steps, if you will, just like a reasoning model would. If this, then that, then this, then that, etc. And here's kind of the thought process, and then therefore we should do this. If you disagree with him, where in his sort of thought process, his chain of thoughts, if you will, does the logic break down? I am not an AI doomer by any stretch of the imagination. I'm very excited about this. But I gotta say, if this red car is AI progress, and this green car is, let's say, AI safety, AI alignment, interpretability, etc. I mean, it does feel like the progress on AI's abilities are kind of increasing. It's getting faster, it's getting better. But this, I mean, it's chugging along, right? AI safety is chugging along, it's getting better. OpenAI published some great stuff, for example, showing that we should not penalize the bad thoughts of these reasoning models, because then they figure out how to still do the bad thing just without thinking about it. So we can't really use that to gauge what they're going to do. It seems like Anthropic is digging deeper and really trying to figure out what are the actual like neurons, which neurons represent which concepts, right? So if we can figure out the bad features, as they call them, or bad circuits, maybe we can have a better glimpse into where things might go wrong. But again, I think for my personal opinion, again, I like to make sure that I label my opinions as opinions and not facts. But I think there's a lot of people that are saying that, yes, we're doomed and this is going to be horrible. And there's people that are saying there's no chance that anything bad will happen and we should just like full steam ahead, accelerate. I don't think either one of those extremes is freely correct. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. By the way, the SVIC podcast, they had Dr. Mike Israetel on there for their conversation, which I listened to one part today, and I'm going to finish the second part later. It was a very interesting conversation. Love to hear it. They kind of are saying the same thing, right? There's kind of the AI doers, the AI hypers. The reality is somewhere kind of in the middle. They every once in a while do reactions to my videos, and I don't think they're big fans of my thumbnail faces and my thumbnail titles, which I totally understand. Today they mentioned that they have a Kook Watch playlist, like people that are, like the crazy people in the AI land, and they have a whole playlist devoted to like keeping an eye on them. So they do have a number of people on there that are on their watch list, which is really interesting. I assumed I would appear on there a lot more, but I think as far as I can tell, I appear on there only once. So guys, if you guys are watching this, first of all, great interview with Dr. Mike. And two, thank you so much for only putting me on that playlist once. That brought a smile to my face today. Thank you. But let me know what you think about this, because I do want to do a lot more. I want to go back and cover some of Anthropic's research into how these models think. I want to learn more about this, the features and the circuits. Because again, number one, it seems like a great way to advance AI alignment, AI safety, but also it really feels like it's similar to how we think about certain stuff, how we sort of encode various concepts into our brains, into our neurons, and the synaptic connections and whatnot. And I mean, this demonstrates that you can get these LLMs, these AIs, to be obsessed with something, and certainly we've seen that happen with humans. And I can't help but feel that these processes are at least somewhat similar. Obviously, they're not the same. They might be very, very different, but there's some overlap, and hopefully understanding one will give us a glimpse into the other. These are not completely separate subjects. I feel like that's, again, just my opinion, but it's a very, very interesting area of study. Dario Amodei, whether or not you agree with everything he says, I think he writes really.
So, guys, it's Lex from Los Angeles Recording School. Come check out some of the studios and gear that our students get to work with here on campus.
All right, first time ever playing Oblivion, and it's the remastered version. Let me tell you right now, back when this originally came out, I didn't have enough money to actually afford a lot of games, so I saved it for other stuff, obviously, just like to get by. But this was like a game I always wanted to check out, and I'm happy that it finally got a remaster, which it feels like a remake. I'm gonna call this.
That's crazy, bro. You never played Oblivion? And you're a gamer? Wait a minute. Do we let you get a pass on that? I don't know.
Part 1/review like I've done before and just see how it goes. But if you want more of this game after this video ends, we get like 20,000 likes, so definitely expect more. But I want us to have fun and enjoy the game for the first time. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Thank you all again for supporting my channel so far in 2025. Been a really amazing year for gaming up to now, and it's only going to get better. So I'm actually curious what games you hope they remake or remaster in the future. I got a long list. All right, fam, let's get this.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of Last Seed, the year of Akatosh 433.
Akatosh.
These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life.
Yo, it looks so good.
All right, so the game just kind of began. It's like it went through like a window or something. I guess we're in prison. I really don't know. First time I ever played Oblivion, by the way. This game originally came out in 2006, and I graduated high school in 2005. I didn't have the latest gaming consoles until much later. I'm not gonna say I was poor back then. I just never had like the latest stuff ever. Always had to like wait a very long time. All right, what we got here? 10 different races. We got the reptilian race. Hold on. Natural immunities to poisons, can breathe underwater. Good at picking locks, okay? What is origin change?
Argonians.
Just like their backstory, really, right? What does open stats show? We got strength, intelligence, willpower, agility, speed, endurance, personality, luck. It keeps going down and down and down, okay? All right. What we got next? Quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft. Boasting resistance to magical energies, skilled at summoning, and healing magic. Interesting. Go ahead and like check all these backstories out, or the origins, if you would. This is exciting. I'm finally getting a chance to check it out. I'm gonna make one video. I'll call it like a part one, kinda, I guess. But my goal is just to check it out, because I have everybody on my timeline talking about it. Dark Elf. Let's see. Skilled and balanced integration of the sword, the bow. Okay, destruction magic. Resistance to fire. It can summon an ancestral ghost for aid. Why does it sound like it has absolutely zero downside, right?
Hey, quick! What, do you remind me of the donkey that killed your mom?
Yeah, kill him.
Oh. Oh my god, everybody look! Quick, get no cancel it!
I live in a world where
Right? High Elf. Arcane Arts, resistant to illness, vulnerable to fire, frost, and shock. Excuse me? All right, so far it's like the two I like the most are Dark and, yeah, this one, the Reptilian one. We got here Shrewd, Diplomats, and Traders, skill with heavy armor, and in social skills, warrior classes. All right? We got Wood Elf, nimble and quick, good scouts and thieves. Fighter archers, command simple creatures, is well known. Interesting. A lot of elves.
Mm-hmm.
Red Guard, affinities for many weapons and armor styles, hardy constitution, resistance to disease and poison. Okay.
That's the black people.
Very peculiar. All right, we get the Orc. Here we go. Orcish armors. Let's see. Craftsmanship. Berserker Rage. I like how they highlight all the different things. One thing I did here, but they actually added this game that wasn't in the original, was a sprint button, which the fact that you couldn't sprint in the original is insane. We got I guess like Nordic Viking. That's like the hairstyle looks like. Okay, strong and hardy. Resistance to cold, that makes sense, right? Highly talented warriors. I feel like I definitely want some range. Let's see. Intelligent, quick, and agile. Excellent thieves. Unmatched acrobatic skills. Can see in the dark. That would be great for a video, right? All right. I think I already got my mind made up. I want to go with the Wood Elf. I don't know why. I see the archer thing. Commanding simple creatures. Nimble and quick. I feel like this one may be a touch broken. At least that's what it seems like. This is my first choice, honestly. I mean, how could you not select this one, right? But what plays an elf? I don't know why. All right, what origin do we want to have? Let's see. Reaper's March. Soothe people and avoid unnecessary conflicts. I like that a lot. Okay, body. We got body type 1, 2. Gonna go 1. Let's see. Wrinkles. I'm seeing the details. Seeing a lot right there. Okay. Seems like, yeah, I guess, I don't know. It's like kind of like tough to see the wrinkles at this point. Like everything from like here to the right, you can see it. But then like these last two, you can't. All right, skin tone. Let's see. Not seeing much change. Just get a little darker. Let's go like 65. Such a hot number. All right. I'm not going to change too much. I just want white hair for some reason. I don't know what it's about elves and stuff. It's just really cool. Like Lord of the Rings, I always just like have been a huge fan of this type of stuff. I haven't played Skyrim in a minute, by the way. I'll tell you all right now, if they ever, and I mean ever, release Fallout 3 the way they did with this right here, an instant drop, cancel all my plans.
Fallout 3, hell.
Why is the H got like a little thing next to it? Is it like a glitch? It may be a glitch. I really don't know.
I don't know. Everybody praises Fallout New Vegas for taking all the best stuff out of Fallout 3, and then it was a different studio that kind of produced New Vegas. But I still think out of the Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 76, and all this shit, like Fallout 4, I still think Fallout 3 was my favorite installment of that series. Fallout 3 was, well, it was my introduction to it as well. So I guess I'm biased in that way. But I played Fallout 4. I have it. And it's like, I played New Vegas. And I just think, I don't know, there was something about Fallout 3. And right now, I can't even remember the story, like how it really went, or But I just remember that game was so fun. I put so many hours on fucking Fallout. And Oblivion too. So Oblivion was my introduction to the Elder Scrolls series. Like I said, my buddy was already playing it. He played Morrowind on the PC. I ain't know nothing about it at all. Never even heard of it. Never heard anybody talk about it. And then when they released Oblivion, they said it was '05, and we were just chilling at the crib, and the commercial came on, and we just saw it for the first time at the same time. He was like, "Oh shit, they want to make that game." He was like, "Bro, you gotta get that. You gotta get that." I'm like, is it that play?" He's like, "Man, look, man, if you like RPG, like action adventure, RPG strategy, he's like, that's the ultimate game, the Elder Scrolls series." And I was like, all right. And so he convinced me to get Oblivion when it first launched, and I had it on the Xbox 360. And I was hooked. I was. I can't even lie.
Man, a surprise drop like this. I'm like the last person on the internet actually playing this right now. I feel like everything looks fine. I don't really change too much. What about tones? We got eyes, okay. The iris. Somebody always asks, like, why do I always choose like a female character in most games? I mean, it happens that way. Ever since like the first Destiny, there was like this thing about the hitboxes, and I've always just kind of just went that way for some reason. I really don't know why. It's just like a thing at this point. Everybody just assumes it's gonna happen. This is pretty cool. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie, like the one like the outside being black is really nice. That is clean. I'm gonna go with that. All right, skin. Let's see, skin tint. Oh, that's clean. You can actually do that. I feel like if my daughter was playing, this is what she would pick. Everything's pink these days. That's just what it is. I was playing Minecraft with her earlier, and I was just like, she kept wanting me like building like a pink bed. We get the She-Hulk, Fiona, I guess. I guess I'll just keep it. Maybe like the lightish blue right there, honestly. All right, eyelids, sockets. Buzz Lightyear. Let's see, makeup. What does black look like? It actually almost takes away, but this right here should actually make it. I'm guessing this makes it more like a gothic elf, I guess.
You seen the ad? Control the palms to the left and to the right, +1 and -2, kind of a running forward, getting stronger game. It looks so fun. Then I just downloaded it and gave it a try. But the game is nothing like the ad. Look, this is.
Go 70, I guess. Eyebrow color. Oh, it's eyeshadow, I mean. Hold on. I like gray, actually. Okay, we're good there. Hair, let's see what we got. What if all the actual characters have, like the races all have like the exact same hairstyles or like different ones? Because that was like the Nordic one that I saw earlier with this class. So I'm assuming it's like her. What else we got? Let me change the hair color. Can I please have white hair? Boom, there it is. Let's see. Hair tip. Okay, there you go. Gradient contrast. It's actually not going to change much, I feel like. We had nothing. What about this right here? Not a lot of difference. What is salt and pepper? Hold on. I'll leave it at 0, I guess. Eyebrow color. All right, we're good. That is wild. Okay, I made an elf. What is next? Let's see. Overview. Wood elf, Reaper's March, nimble and quick, resistant to diseases, improved personality. Oh, we're typing this in now. I already got the name picked up. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna nerd out really quick. Are you ready for this? One of my favorite Magic the Gathering sets was always Urza Saga. And one of my favorite cards, Priest of Titania. You sound like an elf deck, essentially. Okay, make sure I spelled that right. I think we're good. It's just type with an IA. Okay, we're good. So now, I guess just continue, right? We're a wood elf. So we are in like a prison. Okay. Turn move. We have to actually increase my sensitivity. It feels very, I don't know. See how that actually plays out. Can we walk out of here?
Well now, a pretty little wood elf. You're a little far from the forest, huh? Looks like your days of woodland frolicking have come to a tragic end. To go from the gladed realm of Valenwood to a rat-infested hole like this, how very sad. Those walls must feel like they're closing in on you. Pretty soon you'll go mad, and the guards will cut your throat just to stop the ranting. That's right. You're going to die in here, Wood Elf. Die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Forrest, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir. My sons. They're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. No sign of pursuit, sir. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
What is going on? Like, why am I even here, actually? So they came in here, into my cell, and I'm the problem? And they don't want me to be there, which is just odd. Like, why is this all going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Oh. Okay. Why am I in jail? Yeah.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
I go my own way. What should I do? Yeah.
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Well, that's interesting.
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything. Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
I mean, should I just hang back here? It sounds like, can I like leave the cell needs a key? Okay. Guess I'm just supposed to follow them. Very sensitive control scheme. Should have tried mouse and keyboard, but whatever.
Keep quiet and stay out of the way.
Yeah, it's like if I'm
As a director of finance, I'm managing 15 to 20 contracts a month. With Acrobat AI Assistant, I can summarize long contracts and identify key terms instantly. AI Assistant helps me compare 2 different versions of the same document for key changes. It makes me feel very confident that nothing's missing and everything's accurate. With AI Assistant, we're able to focus on what really matters, growing our business and finding new ways to reach soccer fans.
Walking, but if I inch forward too much, it's like sprinting almost.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Oh wow. Should I get involved or what? To protect myself, what if I just hang back?
You all right, sire? We're clear for now. Captain Reno? She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
Wait, she's dead already?
How could they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the Blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
So what am I supposed to do? Ready your weapon or fist, press square. Oh! Local rat, hold on! Alright. Red bar health, green bar stamina. We got this hand-to-hand increase to 6. Interesting. Alright, check the... Okay, that's why she died. Take all, I guess. What we looking like? Weight 18. Does it matter which one we actually equip? Maybe the long one, I guess, the katana. Show shortcuts. You can actually equip. Oh, you can. Just put it there, I guess. What else we got? This is our clothing, I'm assuming. Alchemy, miscellaneous. We got a torch. That's it. We got magic. Hold on, we got heal minor wounds. Okay. I guess I'll quick roll that as well to 5, I guess. Forgive me if I'm not really familiar with this game's mechanics and all that yet. What does Flare do? I'm assuming it's good, right? What is it, 3? Beast Tongue, I guess I'll put it at like 6. I really don't know. Have them all on there. What is this? Active effects. Oh, it's just for being a wood elf. Nice. That's actually kind of clean. Okay. Wait, do they have anything? Let's see. Take. I don't really want their clothing. Everything else. You can keep your clothes there, buddy. I am good. It feels definitely like an older game that got brought forward. Okay, this looks awesome. Oh, easy. Can't knock that down, really. Goblin Shaman. All right. I'm not going to take everything. Every single game like this, I guess every Bethesda game, you just get over encumbered, it feels like, very quickly. I guess besides Doom, right? Got a skeleton. Hey, we got a bow now. Wait a minute. Shortcut to, I guess, 2? You know what? Here's what I'll do. Let me actually move the arrows. I guess I really can't use it right now. Oh, there you go. Take all. Why not? Okay. Chest, very easy to open. We'll be the judge of that. Hold on. How does the tutorial stuff here go? Let's see. Lockpicking. If it's anything like Kingdom Come Deliverance, I'm in trouble. I use my mouse and keyboard for that thing. My goodness. It just says you hear a metallic sound, press X to secure it in place. When all tumblers are secured at the top, the lock will open. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. So what? Use the iron key. Let's get it. I need to get my arrows out. Hold on. Got to shortcut these as well. Oh wow! It's actually gonna. Can I just pick it back up? You can. Okay, nice. Where's that rat at? How much damage does the bow actually do? I'm very curious. Instant. I'll take it. What we got here? Ooh. Weighs 30? But it's got 3 defense, looks like. Maybe I'd take all that. I'm going to put some of this on if I can. All right. Clean. Greaves. I could just drop the other stuff, right? As far as weapons, I don't really need 2 bows. I gotta drop the one I was holding out of all the ones, you know.
Inflate anything in your video and watch it grow. Want to add some wow factor to your videos? With AI, you can make any object swell up like a balloon. Try Balloon Boom and make your videos literally swell up.
This seems way too heavy. I mean, this right here, I'm gonna hold on to it just because it's that. It's like a katana we got off that lady. Oh, everything just drops. Okay. There we go. I think we got our bearings a little bit. So I'm assuming it changed. Okay, it changes on the bottom right. Got you. How we use it, I have no idea. Oh my goodness. I have terrible aim. Forgive me. What is it attacking? Something's around the corner. Zombie? Oh no. Hey, the arrows kind of go in right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take that. Leave the skull there. Take my arrows back. Maybe the rat meat as well, because why not? Smells just like a Bethesda game. Love it. Thought I missed. Or did I? Where are you? I saw another one, I thought. What? Little fall off. It's all good though. What we got here? Lockpick, weak potion of okay. Take both of those. Little crouch action. My rats. Marksman increased to 16. Okay. Any other rats? We chilling. I think we're really clear. Okay. Rusty iron helmets. I'll take that. That actually looks like okay, perfect. Drop this one. You can sell this, but whatever. Hold on. Man, iron warhammer. How much does that thing weigh? Hold on. 30? I can't take that. There's no way, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. We get rid of the dagger and that. Or 114 out of 150, which I'm sure you can hold on to this stuff and like sell it like later on if you want, but I'm kind of chilling right now. Just here for the experience more than anything. We good? Really happy I chose this class because bow and arrows seem like to play. We good? Pretty massive, like, tunnel area back here. So far, the PC optimization seems fine. We're not like the open world yet, though. We got some shrooms over here. Hold on. Like I should have used mouse and keyboard for this game, honestly. Assuming you can like craft things later on.
I'm about to go grab some breakfast soon. Been in here for right at an hour.
You can sneak by pressing, okay, what's the crouch button essentially? I love how it feels like exactly like an older game, you know? It's funny. I mean, it's supposed to, right? Do we have to just remain undetected? Or can I just like shoot and just fight them? Oh, headshot. Todd just cooked this game up. That's crazy. Out of nowhere. Here you go.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could just take a picture of something like a concert poster or your kid's school calendar or that paper planner that you can barely read and bam, have it in your calendar? Or what if instead of spending hours dragging things around, you could just have something organize your calendar for you? And just in case, it could send you reminders so you don't miss that lunch date again. No more missed plans, no more angry friends. Say hello to Ojai.
What's up? I'm Nick Sheen, CG Generalist.
A little to the left. This way, your left. That way. More to the right. Perfect. Son of a biscuit.
Filmmaker, do it again. Now, try it again with a bit more.
Here's what's weird, right? The luck picking is not as bad. Obviously, like an easier version, but still.
Yo, what up?
Oh, wow. Traps or what? That's pretty cool. All right. This game is tight. Wait, what is up over here? Hold on, see. I feel like there's like another goblin around here somewhere. I'm taking so much rat meat, I'm just not really that sure if I should be like consuming it or saving it for like later on. I got a little chest over here. Hold on. Another one. It's always like the second time I get it. Been some really good games this year. Very surprising, like this just came out of nowhere. Take those. How you doing? Sneak damage is ×2. Interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Choosing this has been awesome so far. I mean, it just does so much damage, right? Got these potions and everything. I think we're good. Easy one. Woo, that's close. What kind of weapon do they have? It's like a axe or something. War axe. I'm good. Not too worried about like getting attached. What does R1 do? I'm curious. Oh, there you go. That's how you use that. I was like, it's the only button I haven't really used yet. So I wonder if like staying crouched is probably like the actual play here. Arrows kind of fall off a little bit. Maybe this will reach still. I know my aim is pretty bad, but I haven't used controller in a little bit either. It's like I've been kind of like, well, I guess I have, but a lot of the games don't require much, you know, like aiming and all that. So I'm definitely gonna be missing some shots here and there. Anything back up here? All right, so far so good. It's been a really good experience so far. Wait, what was that? Oh, easy. Goblin Witch.
Thanks, Wendy. We're getting there. Man.
This game's a lot of fun. Repair hammer. I'm assuming that's worth taking.
All right, I'm gonna try to add a few more of these leaves right here, and then
I'm over encumbered. Well,
I might.
I mean, what am I actually repairing? Because this is like an 80.
I might just have a bowl of cereal for breakfast, honestly.
Let me drop some stuff. We got a lot of arrows. Is the rat meat as I was like holding me back? We got a lot of that. We're carrying like a lot of stuff that actually doesn't seem worth it, like the bear pelts. Maybe it's worthwhile to hold on to it, but silver base, get out of here. I'm sure I'll have like 1,000 torches and lockpicks by the end of this thing. Okay, that's actually 0, so we're good. Iron short sword. I mean, I think we're okay for right now. Nothing really needs to be repaired, it seems like. Plus, I keep finding like so much stuff. Open this. There's another one. I'm gonna leave that right there. I know that it's probably, well, I can just drop this one and pick that one up. Over and covered again. Okay.
Did you know you don't need a computer science degree to work for companies like Tesla, IBM, Apple, and other tech companies? I don't, because we've helped thousands of students without degrees land high-paying IT and cybersecurity and cloud jobs. And now I want to show you how we did it and how you can get an IT job in just 4 months instead of 4 years at a college in my new free training video. To watch it, just click the link below. Hello, my name is Terry Kim, and I'm a US veteran and also the founder of an IT vocational training school.
Oh, it's like drop stuff. Throw the katana, or I guess this one. using the bow more than anything. It's really like, it just feels like it actually works really well. Sit and do what? Hey, let's go. Get that knight armor, okay. That's it. Nice and square does the same thing, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh, what do the other buttons do? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. That's clean, actually. Wait a minute. It even goes back further. That is awesome. I like the first person a little bit better, I feel like. Kind of wasted those arrows if you think about it. It's all good. I have an 84. We're chilling. Everything's died at like 2 to 3 so far. Sometimes 1. We got more arrows. Let's get it. All right, door to Imperial. Okay. You know what's funny? I never actually played Oblivion, but I remember when I was on the menu, that soundtrack hit. I'm like, I've heard that somewhere before, right? Maybe it's Skyrim that also had it. I really don't know.
Protect the Emperor until help arrives. Here they come again to get the Emperor out of here.
We need to get the Emperor out of here.
Assassin.
Die, you scum! For the blades! What's the matter? And the Empire! This will attack them down!
Oh, they got him. Okay. I'm supposed to just watch?
Let me take a look around.
Have you seen the prisoner?
Do you think she followed us? How could she?
I'm gonna hop down.
No, she.
Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins. Don't push me,
No,
prisoner.
she is not one of them. She can help us. She must help us.
As you wish, sire.
I'll run for the dome, too. I'm still not ready to fight. Catch these arrows. Let's see. What is
They
that?
cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the 9. How they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
All right, so I don't know. I don't think about it. I'm not on good terms with the gods, the 9 gods, and protectors. Okay, we go with the top one.
I've served the 9 all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
First sign. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. Strengthen endurance, fortify, endurance, increases endurance by 10 points. Okay. So basically you're getting 2 of your stats increased, or just 1 just with a large bomb. This was 3, okay. Luck, speed, agility. By the way, I don't know any of the tier lists. I'm sure there's like a certain best in class slot, everything. I don't have all that. I'm just kind of just playing it. Fortified speed. I mean, the movement speed probably really good, I feel like. If anything increases damage, I'm going to go for it. Hold on. Really, once per day invisibility? That's kind of different. Tower key, okay, opens locks of average difficulty once a day. A lot of once a days. Hold on. Armor rating, resistance to magic, 15% each. We got fortified willpower, endurance. Paralyzes the target for 10 seconds, reduces the caster's fatigue by. Okay, we'll get there. I feel like the top 2 were probably good. Like strength of imagining, worthwhile. Luck and agility, I like that a lot. Man, I really don't know. I feel like maybe Thief or the Warrior. Yeah, let's actually go Thief.
All the bullies wanted to sleep with Quinn's girlfriend, Jennifer. They questioned his manhood and even mocked his dead parents simply because he was the only powerless kid in a school full of superheroes. But one day, Quinn reached the end of his rope and challenged Troy, the mightiest hero at his school, even if it meant his death. Stay down. I'll make sure your cute girlfriend will be screaming my name tonight. Quinn hurt all over, but he picked himself up and faced the 7-foot-tall Troy. To many, Troy was the handsome star superhero of the academy. To Quinn, he was his worst nightmare. Where is Jennifer? Quinn asked. Troy smirked. Clearly not by your side any longer. After I've beaten you, by midnight I'm sure she'll have forgotten who you are. Talentless Talon. Quinn clenched his fists. I may not have any superpowers, but what I have with Jennifer is real. Troy levitated into the air. Balls of fire danced above both his palms. Great. Why don't you use your feelings and I use my superpower, and let's see who wins the Apex tournament. Troy chided. If you can defeat me, I won't lay a finger on Jennifer again, even if we both know she'll be begging me for it. Quinn could not contain his rage anymore. He lunged at Troy with nothing but his naked fists. Half of his shirt had been reduced to ash, revealing a skinny, pale chest. Ember atop his head burned through his hair. Troy was thrice his size, literally, but Quinn fearlessly attacked. He swung his fist in the middle of the arena boxing ring, but Troy simply smiled. A blast of fire shielded Troy and sent Quinn flying. Before Quinn could rise, Troy leapt into the air and slammed his body down on Quinn. He put the weak freshman in a chokehold. Look who's shown up, Troy whispered in Quinn's ear. Quinn's eyes darted out of the boxing ring, where he found Jennifer, looking back apathetically. Jennifer, Quinn managed. Troy and his friends did something to you, right? Did one of them use telepathy? I'll save you. I promise I'll save you. Jennifer scoffed. Save me? No, Quinn. 1, you can't save me, and 2, I don't need saving. We're done, Quinn. I'm with Troy now. Quinn grimaced in pain. Why? We've been friends since we could walk. We've been dating for 10 years. I thought everything was good. Why did you cheat on me? Jennifer's eyes glowed purple, highlighting her rage. Everything was good? Did you know how difficult it was being the girlfriend of the biggest loser in the academy? You're powerless, Quinn. Look at yourself. You can't protect yourself, much less put up a fight. This was your last chance to prove yourself against Troy. But look at yourself. What a pathetic showing. Quinn felt Troy's chokehold tighten. He flailed, trying to release himself, but Troy's grip was steel. Yield already, Troy taunted. You know you want to. Just tap out. Quinn refused to. He squirmed like a little worm, and the whole stadium burst into laughter. Jennifer shook her head, feeling the second-hand embarrassment. This isn't right, Jennifer, Quinn rasped. He was losing consciousness, but he still refused to tap out. He had some fight left in him, but then, a flaming fit.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the apprentice shall serve you at the Forge of Destiny.
Yeah, can you see my fate? Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Can you see my fate? Yeah.
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death, but in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Not much. We don't have any plans for today. Meal prep. I probably do. I'm gonna do grilled chicken. I probably put chicken on the grill and some brats on the grill. And what else? I got stuff for egg rolls. So I was thinking about doing like grilled chicken salads and brats. Oh, I didn't get any. I don't have any buns for my sausage. I have to run back to the store for that. But I have like brats and corn on the cob maybe, and then egg rolls. I did actually put some more of my Gundam together last night. But there's some parts of this thing I'm gluing on there because they're supposed to just, everything is supposed to just snap together. But some of the stuff keeps falling off, like the fittings aren't precise enough to keep everything snapped on. And there's like two pieces. If you just touch it a little bit, they keep fucking falling off. I don't got time for that. So I grabbed some glue last night. Oh yeah, sweet corn on the cob. I was thinking about doing a mac and cheese. Have like bratwurst, mac and cheese, corn on the cob, and then have grilled chicken, salad, and then egg rolls. I need to write stuff on my menu board. We have most of the torso. A lot of the back is together. The legs are fully complete. I think the next part of the build is the head. The head and neck is going to go right there. We'll build the I think it's the head is next, and then believe it or not, I think the after the head is the weaponry build, and then they build the arms last. So you have a head and guns before you have arms, but hey, that's how it's gonna go. But this bad boy is looking nice. When I really try as hard as I can not to eat out, and not saying that eating out is a bad thing. I enjoy eating out, but for one, it's costly, and I'm currently single, and I have to really budget and manage my finances, and I can't eat out all the time. And two, I'm an okay cook. I don't think most people would like my food, honestly. I don't think most people like it. But for me personally, It's fine. I can cook meals for myself, and it's just for me. So nobody else has to. I don't have to please anybody else's palate or taste buds, and you know. And yeah, the third thing is like I do just try to eat a little healthier. You know, I do eat crap like this cereal, but when it comes to like lunches and dinners, I can't do like fast food burgers and too much fried food all the time. So I don't know. So I would eat it. But and I don't mind to cook, you know. Now I don't want to do it every day. I don't have to cook a meal every day, and that's why I meal prep. And then most time when I go out to eat, we feeling like the food ain't worth the money sometimes. Even if it's tasty, even if you go out to eat and the food is tasty, I look at the price sometimes and be like, yo, I could have cooked this same thing and made it as tasty for a hell of a lot less. You know what I'm saying? I could buy my own steak for fucking 13, $14 for a pretty decent cut of steak. You go to the restaurant, that same cut of steak is fucking $26 because somebody else is preparing it for you. And it's good. I could have did that shit at home. I could have did that shit my damn self. It ain't now. There's sometimes there's one place that I go and they do a lot of smoked barbecue style meats, and I don't have a smoker. I can't make smoked meats at home. I can't make like delicious smoked barbecue here at home. And so when I want that type of food, there is a restaurant that I'll go to, and it's delicious every time. It never fails. It's delicious every time. I love that shit so much. And it's a little pricey though. You know what I'm saying? It's a you're gonna spend about $20 on your food just for one person, about $20 to eat there. And that's just for like a sandwich, some fries, and a drink. It's about $20. But that should be worth it though. I ain't gonna lie, yo. That shit for $20, I'll here take my money because that shit is good. That shit is good, and I can't make that at home. And that's the thing. Even if it tastes good, it ain't fresh, and it ain't fucking organic and shit. Like you say, it's all just processed stuff, full of goddamn preservatives and everything else. Mm-mm. So I was gonna do cereal and a banana, but I noticed that my last mango was getting pretty ripe. So I said I better eat this mango before it goes bad. And so I try to balance it out. I had a bowl of sugary cereal, but now I'm eating some some real organic natural sugars because this mango is sweet as hell. Mm, 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 mm. Damn. Mm. And then last night while I was putting the Gundam together, I was snacking on mango and ginger. Got the mango, and then I got the crystallized ginger. Yo, this shit is so spicy. Like the ginger is so spicy. So what I do is I just smush them together. You take a piece of ginger and a piece of mango and just kind of smush it and then eat it at the same time to kind of like dull down that ginger a little bit. It's so good. And then you can see like there, I was over there for a while last night, and before I knew it, I was like, yo, I done ate half. I done ate a whole bag. I ate half of this and half of this. And that's like I was like, let me stop eating this shit right now. Now my poo gonna smell like fruits and shit. Got mango poo. Man. I knew this jacket was going to be a bit much, but I feel like somehow I should have put the leaves on there to start with. Because now I feel like the leaves are disproportionate or something. Man, this is so good. No. I was gonna listen to some beats last night, but I just wound up. I was actually watching Omizu play video games last night while I was putting the gun together. I was watching Omizu play some computer game. Kind of reminds me of the old Baldur's Gate a little bit. I should have asked him what it was, but no, I didn't even think of anything last night. I thought I was gonna have company over to do like a listening party. I want to take some of these songs and put them out for the public, like the real public, and put them on like Apple Tunes or something. I mean, Apple Music. But I just want some feedback first before I start releasing music on like what's the very best stuff to put out. So I think instead of continue to write more music, I need to do something with the stuff I already have. I got so much stuff now. Right. Oh no, I might listen to some beats later. I got so many dishes up here. I need to make sure I take all my dishes down. And I need to empty this trash can too. There's a lot of water bottles in here. All right, we got some cereal, some fruit. We got some water up in there. Feel pretty good right now. Yeah, I like that. When I put the songs on there, you can like read the lyrics with it. I need to put more on my YouTube channel. I need to belch now, but it won't come out. work, motherfucker. I guess we'll have to wait for that one. Shit. Y'all got hella fucking music now. I need to really make me a YouTube music page or I don't know, do something. Okay, I have a very old house. I think my house is approaching 100 years, and whoever had this house before me didn't do a lot of upgrades to it. And I haven't. I've had it for this is my 6th year, and I haven't done a lot to it. A little bit here and there. I did the roof last year. That was like the most extensive thing I've done to this house. And there's a lot of like, it's just an old ass house, and a lot can be done to it. It needs a lot of care, but I don't care about a lot of that shit. Just as long as I got somewhere to live. Does my house have to be like the nicest, most modern, most up to date, fancy, shiny, new this and everything else? Not really. Not for me to be happy. But my kitchen sink was just so old, like, and the sprayer head had already went one time. What's happened? How did I do that? So the little sprayer head had broke, and then I replaced it with a cheap sprayer head, and then that one broke too. And then like the knobs are just old, and one of the hot water knob keeps popping off. So I was like, why don't you just fucking just replace the shit, bro? And so then I put that on yesterday. And you know what? It took like 30 minutes. And that setup wasn't even that expensive. And sometimes I'd be like, bro, why don't you just do stuff around the house a little bit more so that your house isn't so fucking janky? But next move is I really just need a whole new kitchen, new countertops and sink and cabinets and floor and everything. I could probably do most of that myself. It's just like I don't want to. I just don't be wanting to do that shit, man. I swear, yo. I'm so tired of working on this house. Like I did a lot in the beginning though, so I tiled both of the bathrooms they had just like the old ass plastic liners in them. Like the showers were just like the plastic lining. So I tore all that shit down and I tiled like the inside of both showers. So I redid both showers. I replaced both sinks in both bathrooms. The master bathroom has a double vanity sink now. And I redid the floor in there. It's all janky shit, but it looks way better than it was. And I recarpeted the entire house except the 3rd floor. And I did a bunch of painting and I swapped out some windows. Even the commode upstairs in the master bathroom is a new toilet. Yeah, but that's about it, really. But now it's like Why is my I just fucking tweaked my back doing nothing. Like my back just started hurting out of nowhere. Oh my God. But now like my kitchen and my backyard fence is like the next two big projects I want to actually tackle. I feel like I should have stretched this morning. She said you need to burp a fart. Well, no. Yeah, it's good enough for me, you know. It's I think it's comfortable. And once again, I'm a very low maintenance person. I say just because my shit isn't new and shiny, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't own anything that's new and shiny, but I own it though. That's how I look at the damn thing. So I am fortunate enough. I am so fortunate that I don't have a mortgage. Like I own this house, it's mine. I pay my taxes, but I don't pay a mortgage. And I got older vehicles, but they're mine. Like I bought my cars. I don't have a car payment. So I don't have a mortgage and I don't have a car payment. And so like I say, my shit is all my stuff is old as hell, but it works. It's good enough for me. I don't need fancy, flashy, new everything. And I mean, I could definitely have all that stuff, but I would be hella in debt. Be in debt up to my eyeballs trying to drive a 2025 Mercedes Benz or whatever, or have some remodeling company come in here and redo the whole house, and then I'm in debt to these motherfuckers for that shit. I'm good on all of that. I am so good. Oh yeah, almost 2 hours. Oh, we did take a 20-minute break for breakfast. So let's see if we can hop back into some painting for a little minute. I'm trying to carry all three colors across at the same time, so it's blue, white, and green. So it's looking pretty good though. Looking pretty good. This shit keep rolling back. I don't have to lock my damn wheels. Now I'm gonna forget those wheels are locked. I guarantee you. I already got that leaf and that leaf and that leaf. It still feel like I didn't leave enough room for the leaves. I'm back painting leaves again. I cannot believe this shit. I can't believe all the leaves that we must weave. It's unbelievable. The level of leaves that precede in my masterpiece. Oh, I don't know what is going on with my back right now, but I've been dealing with this pinched sciatic nerve for years. Was doing chiropractic adjustments just last year, in the middle of last year. And that's another reason I always try to work out and keep my core and my lower back strong. because this issue is, you know, doctor said once you pinch a nerve, it's fucking pinched, bro. Ow! I think I'm gonna go grab I need another pillow or something to put behind me. Why? Why is it just fucking with me out of nowhere right now? Jesus Christ. Mm. Mm-mm. Wow, what the heck, man? Do I have to take like a fucking ibuprofen or something? I swear I hate taking those things. And I know it's my own fault really, because I only do shit on my gym days, on the days I go to the gym, like, but I think I'm gonna have to start stretching like every morning, even if I don't go to the gym. I should still just get up and do a few stretches here and there. And normally I don't do that. And now, like, I don't know, just my back feels so sore right now. Probably should have did some stretching this morning. Ah. Oh man. Sheesh. Hey. Oh, fuck. If I put this pillow behind me. Fuck. That's not much more. I mean, like this. Or I could. Oh man. I could go get I got the back brace, but oh, sometimes I feel like that shit don't really be working either. I might just have to go lay down for a second. Or the only I'm not gonna lie to you, my gaming chair is the most comfortable chair in my entire house, and I can sit in that chair for hours. It's whoever designed that really, really, really understands like the body and the sitting position and lower back. Like, my fucking gaming chair is awesome. I ain't gonna lie. Might just go do that shit. Go sit in the gaming chair. And even like when I have company over, like some people notice that I sit in that chair instead of sitting on the couch. I rarely sit on my couch. That gaming chair is like granddad's lazy boy recliner. It feels to me, it feels the same. It's just really, really, really comfortable. I cannot get comfortable. What the fuck? Yo, literally. It is what it is. Hold on. You know what? I think from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 songs are pretty good right here.
If you fail to plan and you plan to fail, you can get touched just like Braille. You a little fish, I'm a big whale. I got big slugs with big shells. All your lies get dissected as my lines get perfected. You can try, no contesting. I'ma shine, iridescent and divine is my connection. You can't rise without direction. When you grind, use discretion. You can choose a new perception. You can use the newest methods. Hoovers get removed in seconds. Try to copy like an Epson. I'm the future like the Jetsons. I don't cry when I'm rejected. I don't lose, I learn a lesson. You too rude. If I gave a message, you would shoot, no second guessing. Licking lizards, leaping leopards. You the sheep and I'm the shepherd. Is this what you want? Should have been the first question. Cause nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Building up something with substance. Defying assumption, denying consumption. Is this what you want? Should have been the first question. Cause nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Building up something with substance. Defying assumption, denying consumption. As I grow, I watch the changes, took some risk and play with danger. That's that trap house entertainment, and I misplaced most of anger, but I'm still an angel, even though my halo dangle. Keep it tilted at an angle. Cain and Abel wasn't strangers. You can blast off through the vapors, make you cough until you strangle. Read the label, shit is potent. Combinations in the keys that open locked doors that you've been scoping. If you fail to plan and you plan to fail, you can get touched just like Braille. You a little fish, I'm a big whale.
I got big slugs with big shells. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. You can get touched just like Braille. You a little fish, I'm a big whale. I got big slugs with big shells. Is this what you want? Should have been the first question. Cause nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Building up something with substance. Defying assumption, denying consumption. Is this what you want? There's nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Building up something with substance. Defying assumption, denying consumption, assumption, assumption, assumption.
Trap House Entertainment.
I don't stay around you niggas. I don't hang around you niggas. I don't play around you niggas. I might trade pound you niggas. I don't stay around you niggas. I don't hang around you niggas. I don't play around you niggas. I might trade pound you niggas. My dogs move like greyhounds and they stay down with the trade pound. Like you laid down when they spray round. You a fat bitch and a gay clown. And you think snitching is okay now. Can be your last day any day now. I'm clocked in, getting paid now. I'm locked in and you locked out.
Watch the company you keep, and don't tell them all your schemes. They might try to snatch your plate when they see you try to eat. Watch the company you keep, and don't tell them all your schemes. They might try to snatch your plate when they see you try to eat.
Trusting all these mofos is a no-no. It's a no-go, like a no-call and a no-show. Like a young hoe, giving low blows. Keep a cold shoulder with no snow. You broke as fuck with no dough. When I blow O in the ozone, you so lost and so wrong. You might just get stole on.
Watch the company you keep, and don't tell them all your schemes. They might try to snatch your plate when they see you trying to eat. I don't
Stay around you niggas. I don't hang around you niggas. I don't play around you niggas. I might trade pound you niggas. I don't stay around you niggas. I don't hang around you niggas. I don't play around you niggas.
I might
trade pound you niggas. Watch how you make your bankroll. Them J's be playing in plain clothes. My niggas will bang when I say so. You niggas be banging the same hoes. You mimic and copy the same flow. You jacking and copping the same clothes. I clap at your top for them pesos. You bitching and snitching, that's case closed. Ooh, put that on my mama. You niggas don't want any problems. We coming and kicking the drama. Ooh, put that on my mama. Got tools, we carry them choppers.
Bumping at you and your partners.
Got
niggas don't want any smoke, man. I cock it and empty the whole thing. I fire you niggas like propane. That shit can get hairy like Rogaine. You sniffing the white like Flonase. I spark up a blunt and blow haze. ATF bitch and she blow brains. Y'all niggas get stuck in the cold rain. Ooh, put that on my mama. You niggas don't want any problems. We coming and kicking and drama. Ooh, put that on my mama. Got tools, we carry them choppers. Popping at you and your partners. Popping at you and your partners. Yeah, I stay up on my grind. I ain't wasting no more time. Fan the spark and let it shine. Grow into a big ass flame. Burn this shit down to the ground. And I burn a couple pounds. Break it down by the ounce. Got my stripes, don't need no clout. Grind my feet on your new couch. Wines leading, bleeding out. I seen the path, I know the route. I'm confident and no doubt. I'm holding out, no holding out. We go all out. The world is ours. Time is precious. Golden hours piss you off like golden showers. Shit done been ugly, been muddy, been bloody, keep grinding now. It's my time. Shit done been ugly, been muddy, been bloody, keep grinding now. It's my time. Niggas get rough when they fumble the bot. Giving a fuck if you humble and not. Don't cover my spot, cover my spot. Chasing the guap when we running with Glocks. My grooves got tools and know how to pop. We move too smooth, avoiding the cops. You losers lose, we stay on your top. Fighting the fire, we burning the game. You should say my name if you wanted or not. Friends, I'm on point with the pen in the pad. Keep my position, I pause and I watch. All of my ops, cause they scheming, they plot. I'm beating the odds, we steaming the pot. A couple of shots, maybe lean and rock. My team still running a couple of blocks and we shutting shit down when we open up shop. Been ugly, been muddy, been bloody, keep grinding now. It's my time. Shit done been ugly, been muddy, been bloody, keep grinding now. It's my time.
That's a little banger, you know, a little something. Trap House Entertainment. Hey.
Trap House Entertainment.
If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Hey.
Moving at a high speed.
Yep. And I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind.
If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed. And I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. My whole aura is a whole vibe. Got no ego, just more drive. I'm a Gemini, so I'm coastline. Read a horoscope and these horns line. These niggas weak and they showing signs. They so sim, it's so blind. I had her once, I don't want her back. I've been a dick like Cumberbatch, and I'm always chasing another bag. Pull out the chopper, play freeze tag. I'll turn your homie to a hashtag. You in the house on a mouse pad. You lack passion, I blow gas. You lack action, I show that. You so trash, that's no cap. I'm where the pros at. You need pros at. If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed, and I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed, and I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. My accomplishments are astonishing. I use common sense when I'm locked in. New politics make your top spin. Go ahead, first get tossed in. Get lost in a haystack. Been chasing dreams since way back. Still dreaming about that Maybach. Success is the best payback. Don't say jack, just keep moving. Don't look back, just keep shooting. Got a game plan that's foolproof. And the satisfaction is so soothing. When you set goals and you blow through them deadlines. It's so useless, the soul chooses to hide bruises. Don't break, just bend and stay fluid. If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed, and I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed, and I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed, and I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. If you wanna find me, you can check my live stream. Moving at a high speed, and I keep on high beams, chilling with my high team. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my dreams. And I'm chasing my mind. Man.
Trap House Entertainment. Even though I'm always gone, I'm always coming back home. Killer Bill, that's my backbone. Since '89, it's been that long. Even though I'm always gone, I'm always coming back home. Killer Bill, that's my backbone. Since '89, it's been that long. I've been up and down the map. I've been running forth and back. I've been blazing a new trail. Truly trying to find my path. Life's complicated like math. If you're weak and can see defeat, it might just break you in half. I'm built to last and to advance. Chilling with Chase in the studio laughing. Getting plastered, pumping out classics. Shit hit hard like a blacksmith. Make a spark and I hope you catch it. I've been Back and forth so much that people can't pinpoint my accent. Like a quick flip and a backspin, you crash out and I cash in. Hey, every time I slide through, drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon, trying to vibe out with my high goons. Yeah, every time I slide through, drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon, trying to vibe out with my high goons. Hop in the whip, put it in drive, pop in the clip. We gon' ride, I-95, we gon' slide, back down south to my family side. Yeah, that's home, that's home, south of the border, I'm hitting your phone, I'm almost there, it's about to be on, like bring to chill and get in the zone. Go to the lake or go to the beach, go to the mountains or go to the streets, chillin' with Rock or chillin' with D or chillin' with Benny, he cooking up beats, we cook on the grill or go out to eat. Either way, niggas don't want any beef, so much fun, we don't want any sleep, high off life, we blowin' the breeze. Every time I slide through, I drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Hey, shining bright like it's high noon, trying to vibe out with my high goons. Every time I slide through, drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon, trying to vibe out with my high goons.
Even though I'm always gone,
I'm always coming back home. Feel good, that's my backbone. 689, it's been that long. Even though I'm always gone, I'm always coming back home. Killerville, that's my backbone. 689, it's been that long.
Yeah, house entertainment.
Trap house entertainment. Even though I'm always gone, I'm always coming back home. Killerville, that's my backbone. Since 89, it's been that long. Even though I'm always gone, I'm always coming back home. Killerville, that's my backbone. Since 89, it's been that long. Yeah, I've been up and down the map. I've been running forth and back. I've been blazing a new trail. Truly trying to find my path. Life's complicated like math. If you're weak and can see defeat, it might just break you in half. I'm built to last and to advance. Chillin' with Chase in the studio, laughing, getting plastered, pumping out classics. Shit hit hard like a blacksmith. Make a spark and I hope you catch it. I've been back and forth so much that people can't pinpoint my accent. Like a quick flip and a backspin, you crash out and I cash in. Every time I slide through, drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon. Vibe out with my high goons. Every time I slide through, drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon. Trying to vibe out with my high goons. Hop in the whip, put it in drive. Pop in the clip, we gon' ride. I-95, we gon' slide. Back down south to my family side. Yeah, that's home. That's home. South of the border, I'm hitting your phone. I'm almost there, it's about to be on. I'm ready to chill and get in the zone. Go to the lake or go to the beach. Go to the mountains or go to the streets. Chillin' with Rock or chillin' with D or chillin' with Benny. He cooking up beats. We cook on the grill or go out to eat. Either way, niggas don't want any beef. So much fun, we don't want any sleep. High off life, we blowin' the breeze. Every time I slide through, I drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon. Tryna vibe out with my high goons. Every time I slide through, I drop a couple of lines like a haiku. Shining bright like it's high noon. Tryna vibe out with my high goons.
Even though I'm always gone,
I'm always coming back home. Killerville, that's my backbone.
689,
It's been that long.
even though I'm always gone, I'm always coming back home. Killerville, that's my backbone. Since 89, it's been that long.
I really enjoy that new one right there. That shit hit kind of hard right there. I've been up and down the map. I've been grinding forth and back. I've been blazing a new trail, truly trying to find my path. I've been back and forth so much, people can't pinpoint my accent. I'm from the South, and people like, you don't really sound like you're from the South, But you don't really sound like you're from the city either. Yeah, bitch. Keep wondering where I'm from. You don't know. Motherfuckers can't pinpoint my accent. I talk different. I walk different. Oh, the Siblings album? We haven't listened to those in a minute.
Yeah, I love my big sis. As some little kids, we went through some mess, but she never quit. Must admit, Tyree or Prince. Kevin said, show me love, I'm a little bro.
She my bestie.
Siblings can be a blessing.
I just want to make you proud.
Sometimes it can get messy,
but we always word it out. So I had to write it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love my big sis. That's my rider, do or die.
ever since a juvenile. All I had was you and I.
Yeah, I love my big sis. That's my rider, do or die. Ever since a juvenile, all I had was you and I.
And now look, our kids are grown. And our love is still strong.
Still strong.
Finger going set of stone. This certain ain't gonna carry on. When I need advice, she never let me wrong. When she played the cracker, she could see a devil horse. Dodging like a matador. Love and travel always on the go. Got them dreads like a low. Young with an old soul. Mother gonna go more. Yeah, I love my big sis. That's my rider, do or die. Ever since a juvenile, all I had was you and I. Yeah, I love my big sis. That's my rider, do or die. Ever since a juvenile, all I had was you and I.
Wendy, I almost forgot about these songs. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Tyrone Blackwell.
Trap House Entertainment. Back in middle school, we was acting unruly. Video games and anime movies. Started smoking weed, young boys rolling loosely. Conway, Killerville, Carolina, Blue Street. Got in high school, started playing with the toolies. Patrick Highway, backyard raising bullies. Couldn't call him Tyrone, had to call him J-Rock. And he kept it on lock, things come skip cops. Yeah, with the hands and the jeans with the wires. Can install your CD player, speakers and amplifiers. Chicks chillin', little bro striking fire. We had the trap house jumping overdrive. I'm in the back room doing tattoos. Little black goons making Mac moves. We was only 16, living like some grown kings. Over 20 years later, we still doing big things. That's my bro, that's my brother. He is more than just a friend. That's my bodyguard. That's my light skin hype man. He got energy like a jar full of lightning. We gon' keep it tight and we always gonna ride. That's my bro, that's my brother. He is more than just a friend. That's my bodyguard. That's my light skin hype man. He got energy like a jar full of lightning. We gon' keep it tight and we always gonna ride. And we had the Yellow House on Waverly. Florence and they hate to see. Killerville villains play the game from A to Z, taking over territory, basically. Then we started rapping, doing shows. Did it for the love, and we tried to make some goals. Hustle in the grind, if you know, then you know. And the grind don't stop, gotta stay on your toes. But now we do it different, cause we got different roles. So you stay on the grind, yeah, you stay on the grind. Got a wife and some kids, couple cars in the crib, couple dogs in the pen, and the dolphins in the den. But we sharks when we swim, fresh drip when you see them, and the style so mean. And me and him been tight since him and I been teens. That's my bro, that's my brother, he is more than just a friend. That's my bodyguard, that's my light skin hype man. He got energy like a jar full of lightning. We gon' keep it tight and he always gonna ride. That's my bro, that's my brother, he is more than just a friend. That's my bodyguard, that's my light skin hype man. He got energy like a jar full of lightning. We gon' keep it tight and he always gonna ride. Got a wife with some kids, couple cars in the crib, couple dogs in the pen, and the dolphins in the den.
Trap House Entertainment. Met my best friend back in 9th grade. B Scott rocking BKs with the tight waves. 82 colors with the T-top. Hammer rims and a beat knock. Had to separate in class cause we always talking laugh. Teachers got mad but we got good grades, you do the math. And both of our bags had way too much swag. Black Knight way too crazy with a pen and a pad. Like a mad scientist in the lab. Got a taste of the street life, pause, then we hit the dab. Hand over fist, making cash. I love my nigga like a brother, nothing never changing that.
Hey, brother from a different mother. Ooh, yes, I am my brother's keeper. Hey,
blood makes you relatives, but this bond goes deeper, deeper.
Brother from a different mother.
Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Blood makes you relatives, but this bond goes deeper. This bond goes deeper. Never had to keep a secret. Every word I said, I mean it. When we had a disagreement, like men, we talked it out. Never let pride cloud our judgment. We rise above it, and I love it. Makes me proud to see how you run your own business. HNIC now, my big dog, big boss. Box trucks go the distance, calculating new logistics. Sheetrock insulation, you can get a new addition. Man's property services, yeah, my nigga truly building. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Blood makes you relatives, but this bond goes deeper. Brother from a different mother. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Blood makes you relatives, but this bond goes deeper.
Thanks for the suggestion. I'll be letting these songs go unheard right here for some reason. Brandon Turbinville, go ahead, B.
Trap House Entertainment. If you ever met my brother Turbinville, then you know he's real. A prolific writer with a nerdy feel. Offer you a drink, you better know the deal. Before you break the seal, first time we chill. Really got a chance to build. Chopping trees, burning leaves, espousing conspiracies. Sipping on whiskey, took a big leap. Now we notorious, info warriors, passing out DVDs. Wishing there were more of us to help spread the news. It ain't easy as it looks. Publish 1,000 articles and books. book after book, and he took all the evidence, exposing all the crooks. Had him shook on the hook, held the line like a rook. Only white boy on the air, but my homie ain't no puss. And I don't give a damn, cause Brandon one of us. That's my big bro, that's my best friend, that's my Gemini twin. Never had to act fake, never had to pretend. I cherish our connection, our friendship is a blessing. That's my big bro, that's my best friend, that's my Gemini twin. Never had to act fake, never had to pretend. I cherish our connection, our friendship is a blessing. Time moves fast and the seconds run, but we had some good times and a lot of fun in the Carolina sun, and there's more to come. Cause our family getting bigger, gotta spread the love. Got a house, got a truck, got a wife, got a pregnant. A life so nice, roll the dice and hit 7. Trying to live pleasant with a little slice of heaven. Every time you have my back, I can never forget it. Pitch black like Riddick. If I need some help, you were there in a minute. Reputation, no blemish. Vibing out Johnny Cash, Bob Dylan, chilling Apple Annie's. Couple shots of brandy, Gamecocks on the TV. And everything in life is sweet. Hey, that's my big bro, that's my best friend, that's my Gemini twin. Never had to act fake, never had to pretend. I gotta take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Our friendship is a blessing. That's my big bro, that's my best friend, that's my Gemini twin. Never had to act fake, never had to pretend. I cherish our connection, our friendship is a blessing.
Chase Prince, Trap House Entertainment. Lord is my witness, that boy handle business. Thrown is for the prince, you get thrown from the benches. To grown for your britches, don't groan when he hits you. Y'all chumps chasing chickens and chasing riches. Cause he got a real queen and she gave him 2 princes. It's time to build kingdoms, he gone on a mission. Driving all day and he go in the distance. Late nights in the studio recording and mixing. Producing them hits like Jordan and Pippen. Yeah, I love my little cousin, don't nobody do it bigger. Performance in apartments, don't make him pull the trigger. Better take a picture cause that nigga handsome. Christine's grandson, pristine and one rap scene. Compose beats, shattered iPhones, he can switch screens. Playing and being like chilling in his Twitch streams. Yeah, that's my real color, yeah, that's my real blood. Y'all dummies all mad you can't do what he does. Cause he got a nice flow and he got a hot buzz. And we got it from the mud, so you not like us. Yeah, that's my real cuz, yeah, that's my real blood. Y'all dummies all mad you can't do what he does. Cause he got a nice flow and he got a hot buzz. And we got it from the mud, so you not like us. Yeah, best Red Fox mascot. Made a banging school anthem, had the band hot. For all of the touchdowns and home runs. Now we on one while he DJs the homecoming. Used to be on Heartland Drive, playing PlayStation. John Wayne snitching on me cause I'm out back blazing. Me, you, and Skip, and Aunt Jean basement. Freestyling, acting crazy. Summertime was amazing. Was always at your crib cause your mom was my favorite. Pass the swag down to you, and you pass it down to Kaden. Boy, the princess ain't playing, got a plan. Y'all hating. If I was you, I would hate to. We hot like Jamaican, serving up some Cajun. Keyshawn making waves, and you basic. My family gon' be famous. You faded, he stay getting green. And y'all, yeah, that's my real color, yeah, that's my real blood. Y'all dummies all mad you can't do what he does. Cause he got a nice flow and he got a hot buzz. And we got it from the mud, so you not like us. Yeah, that's my real cuz, yeah, that's my real blood. Y'all dummies all mad you can't do what he does. Cause he got a nice flow and he got a hot buzz. And we got it from the mud, so you not like us.
Not like us. Yeah, that's my real cuz. That's my real blood.
Yeah, that's my real cuz. Yeah, that's my real cuz. Yeah, that's my real blood. Y'all dummies all mad you can't do what he does. Cause he got a nice flow and he got a hot buzz. And we got it from the mud, so you not like us. Yeah, that's my real cuz. Yeah, that's my real blood. Y'all dummies all mad you can't do what he does. Cause he got a nice flow and he got a hot buzz. And we got it from the mud, so you not like us.
I always got to shout out my cousin Chase. Always, yo, that's my guy.
Come see us on tour. We're going to be in Bakersfield, San Jose, California, Buffalo, New York, Toledo, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Glasgow, Manchester,
I might.
Belfast, Dublin,
Do I need to
Liverpool,
take a little
Birmingham,
break?
and
I really
London. Go
don't
to
want to
digital.com.
take like an ibuprofen or anything, but I might have to take something to ease this thing up a little bit. I might just I might just go do some stretches. Honestly, I feel like that's what I really need to do is just some good stretching. Because I'm so uncomfortable right now. So uncomfortable right now. But I want to paint though. Let's paint, let's paint, let's paint. And don't think about the pain. Let's paint, let's paint, let's paint. Don't think about the pain. Let's paint, let's paint, let's paint. Don't think about the pain. Well, I'm about to go get my damn heating pad. Yo, Wendy, I ain't lying. I'm about to go get my heating pad and go play Spider-Man. Watch. Watch and see. God damn, I'm about to pop me a pill too. I don't know. It hasn't. And I ain't even do nothing. I was just sitting here, and it's like, oh, your back is hurting. Why, motherfucker? I ain't even lift nothing. I ain't even do shit just now. Nothing at all. Your body's like, well, motherfucker, you're over 40. Bitch, what that shit got to do with anything? What my age got to do with my back? Just randomly, spontaneously not feeling good. Like that's not science. That ain't nature. But yeah, like I do nothing. Nothing. You act like I just try to lift up a fucking person or something, like put somebody on my back or on my shoulders or something. I'm not trying to get nobody a piggyback ride. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down with a paintbrush in my hand, and it's like, oh, tingle tingle. What the fuck? The fuck is this shit? It's Sunday morning, for God's sakes. I don't know what the hell be wrong with my damn back sometimes. And then, like I said, I went to the when I go to the chiropractor, that should be, I don't know. I think just after a few adjustments, I'd be good. Like I really just need some deep cracking. Like, please crack my back. Please help me, help me, help me. And then after I get a couple of good cracks, a couple weeks in a row, I'll be like, all right, I'm good now. And then I'll just go back to my normal workout routine and just make sure I really stretch. And I noticed that shit too. Like when I'm in the gym, there's me and this one other guy that I ever see on the stretching bar. Like y'all motherfuckers don't stretch before y'all work out. How y'all even get away with that? Nowadays I could not get away with lifting any kind of weights without stretching and getting like limber and getting my muscles warmed up a little bit. Like I don't motherfucker just go in there, put their bag down, and then go straight to the treadmill or start doing some curls or something. I'm like, yo, my arms would immediately cramp up. Immediately. If I don't stretch in the gym, I will feel every bit of my age. every minute of the 44 years that I've been here, I can feel every minute of that shit. Like, goddamn, bro. And I do work out. I try to work out 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Do I have to do 5 or 6 days a week? I don't want to do that, honestly. Honestly, I think I'm just a little too lazy for that myself. Realistically speaking, you know, I'm not. I'm not trying to go to the gym on Saturday and Sundays. For one, that's when a lot of other people really try to go to the gym. Like, screw that shit. And for two, like on Saturday and Sundays, I'd rather start my mornings off like this. In the studio. Start my day right. Start my day right. In the studio. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm about to go get in the game chair. We had 3 hours yet. I might try to push it to 3 hours. 3 hours would be good for a Sunday morning. Alright. We did eat breakfast, so I think we got a strong hour and a half worth of actual painting in this morning. And you know what? I'm good with that. Oh man, because these leaves, trying to put these green leaves on there is a little weird. Oh. Back to the green. All right. Every time I think I'm making that blue light enough, I never really make it light enough. Motherfucker. All right, is that where I'm at? I'm getting lost a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'm here. All right. Okay. All right. Still keep losing myself in these. Okay, that is the little one, and this is this, right? And that, yeah, so I'm right. Okay. Still feel like I'm trying to put the wrong highlights on this flower, but this is, I'm looking at the right thing, I assume. Come back with the white. I gotta shape this leaf up a little bit. It has a little more of a dip here. All right. Get that dip in there, and then in between this blue spot, there's leaves that should go here in between there. So I guess I'm going back to the green. Okay. I think that was a bit much. Actually, it's a little too much for that shadow. Okay. Okay, I think it's gonna be something like that. I think it'll be something like that. All right, you can kind of see that fold right here that goes up through this flower. Okay. All right, we're getting close to a stopping point here. So this morning we just had breakfast. So far, that's all we've done today. We've painted for a little while and had some breakfast. Um, yeah, and that's it so far. And also today we don't have a big day planned. Don't have anything on our schedule other than cooking, and I might have to run to the store for buns for my brats. Um, Other than that, a quick grocery store run, and that's it. Cook some dinner. Um, I am gonna take an ibuprofen, I think, and hopefully my back will start feeling a little better. We're gonna go chill for a little while. Probably, probably we'll try to get another hour of build time in with the Gundam kit today. I really want to start assembling the head unit. So stay on the lookout for that stream. Okay. Omizu. Hey, we're almost at the 3 hour mark, bro. Oh. Just about to wrap it up for a little bit. I'll probably do what you were doing last night and get a little bit of gaming time in today. Let's see. Got about 5 more minutes before we hit our 3 hour mark. The game was looking pretty interesting too. What game were you playing last night? It kind of reminds me of like a Baldur's Gate almost. But now I was watching this one gamer play Oblivion since they remastered that, and he said when it came out the first time he never played it. And so it's like the remastered version is his first time playing the game. I'm like, that's pretty cool. You get to play it looking all nice and shit, not like we had to play it back in the day. I mean, when we played it back in the day, it was like, oh, this looks really good. This game is awesome. And then, things advance, and then, the game is 20 years old now, so it definitely shows his age after about 20 years. So doing a fucking silent drop on Oblivion was crazy, but a lot of people are definitely playing it. Dark Sun, Shattered Lands. 93 Dungeons and Dragons crawler, a dungeon crawler. A CRPG. Mm-hmm. This man say when he do retro gaming, he do retro gaming. This nigga took it back to the 90s. Not even the mid or early 90s. Shit from like 93, you know what I'm saying? Most of y'all chaps weren't even born yet. Saying we been gaming before a lot of y'all motherfuckers was even alive. You know? Oh yeah, people are so hyped about the Oblivion. I want to get it so bad, but it's just gonna consume so much time. It's just like, do I have time to play Oblivion right now? Like, I don't think I got time to play that game. I'm trying to finish Spider-Man, and I don't know. Spider-Man is getting long. I already got over 20 hours in that game. Like, I kind of like Miles Morales because it was a really good game. The plot was really good. There was a lot of action, and there were some really good cutscenes, but it seemed like it wasn't drawn out, which was good. Like, that game was 10, 12 hours maybe, and then it was done. It's like, oh, that was fun. But like with the Spider-Man now, I'm already like 20 hours into this damn game. And it says, I know there's a bunch of side quests and like alternative missions that add up to completion. But it's like when I log in, it's like, oh, you've completed 27% of the game. Like, what the fuck? I'm at 27% after 20 something hours. Feeling like a long game. That's a long game. But then when you look at shit like the Elder Scrolls series, hell, I put over 1,000 hours on Skyrim alone. I know for a fact I played Skyrim for over 1,000 hours. But that was because the only reason I played Skyrim that hard is because Oblivion was such a good game. And then they took all the best parts and added more, and like, oh my god, Skyrim was phenomenal. You had to be there. You just had to be there. Yeah, but that's a lot of time and dedication towards playing the game, and like I say, I don't think I can afford it right now. I need to be painting and doing other shit. And then plus I have, like I said, I got games that I haven't even finished. I never got to play that when it came out because we always had Max, and this game was never released for. Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that. I think Bethesda they're just hardcore on their console releases, and I get it too, man. Because as soon as you take a console title and then you try to port it to the PC, like all the modders want to come changing the code and breaking the shit and adding all different kind of content to the damn thing. And it's like, come on, computer gamers. Come on, PC guys. Just play the game and leave the shit alone. There's like, yeah, but I want Spider-Man to be able to drive cars. Well, Spider-Man can't drive cars in this game, so let's not do that. It don't look like much, but I think that's pretty good. The green that we're getting on there. Uh-oh. So we're going to continue to work on this hoodie for the next few days. Like I say, really just laying down the solid parts of the pattern, because it does have like these stylistic, artistic lines that actually give the details to the pattern on this hoodie. So we'll just make it flat to start with, and then we'll come back and put all the decorative lines in there. All right, guys. I sure appreciate y'all chilling out, hanging with me in the studio this morning for a couple hours. My back is killing me right now. I think I'm gonna go downstairs, take my ibuprofen, and sit in the gaming chair. I actually need a better chair up here. This isn't ergonomic at all. I need to look into a better seating arrangement for the studio. But hope you guys have a lovely afternoon, morning, and I'll probably stream some more later because I do want to do Gundam later today. So look out for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Until next time.